Here, good and beautiful viewers out once again. It's your Noble Busy for TMEDIA. Here I am in TIOMAN Island having more than what is called fun. Yeah, I'm watching some first-timers, scuba divers. They're on the swimming pool taking their first practice or first rehearsals before they go deep into the sea for their first scuba dive ever, their open water course. So just stay tuned as we're going to bring you up the review, the preview of how it's being done here in TIOMAN Island. Diving is fun, so come check it out, TIOMAN Island.
I'm going to show you guys how to set up the equipment. Come close, don't bite. Alright, so usually we're going to dive with a 12-litre aluminium cylinder. You guys have all got 12 litres behind. This, I think, is an 8-litre, so it's actually got less air in, but that's because I breathe less. So I'm taking a smaller tank. Okay? So aluminium cylinder, just filled with normal air. It's not oxygen, it's filled with compressed air from the compressor room in the back. Okay? The tanks, you should know, are visually inspected once every year. May or may not be in an astronaut exam, so remember that. Visually inspected once every year. Okay? Hydrostatically tested, that means tested inside water, every 5 years. Okay? So you actually can see the date when it was tested. Alright, the blue cap, the black cap on the top means the tank is full. Okay? So after you've used the tank, please don't put the blue cap back on. Somebody will think it's full when it's actually empty. Yeah? The handle on the side is used to turn the tank on and off. Okay? If you forget which way is open and closed, it says on the side, open, close, and there's arrows. Okay? So don't ask me, just have a look. So I'm going to take the cap off, and then if you look inside, you can see the small black circle there. Okay? That's called the O-ring. That will give a seal between the tank and the regulator. Okay? This is a yoke valve. Here in Asia we use yoke valves. If you dive in Europe, you may use a DIN valve. Okay? DIN valve is different. You have to screw the DIN valve in. It has to thread it open, and you have to screw it in. Okay? The yoke that has got an O-ring. That may also be a question. So DIN tanks you screw in. We use right? Cool. So you want to check you have the O-ring and check it's not broken. Just run your finger around, check there's no sand in the way. So you already know too. So I'll keep giving you little hints as we go. Keep your ears open. Alright, so here's the BCD, buoyancy control device. I'm going to attach this to the tank. So you want to put the tank strap over the top, and you want to make sure that the front of the BCD is parallel with the O-ring. You don't want it twisted on the side. Okay? So just push it down like that, over the top. You don't need to loosen the tank band, it should just be the right size for the tank. You also have an extra safety strap. Just loop that loosely over the top like that. Okay? And you want to make sure the band on the tank is 4 fingers below the marking. So come a bit closer so you can see. So I want to measure 4 fingers here. So maybe that's slightly too low. So that's about right. Put the tank strap shut like that. And just give it a shake. Check that it's secure. It's not too loose, it's not going to slide off. Okay? If you have your tank strap too low, when you look up, this will bang you. Yeah? If it's too high, it can slip off. Okay? Alright, then I'm going to attach the regulator. So this part here is called the first stage. Then you have 4 hoses coming out. So your primary regulator, your alternate air source, bright yellow, extra long, to be used by your body in an emergency, or if you had a problem with your regulator. And the low pressure inflator hose, which connects to the BCD, so you can fill your BCD with air. And then lastly, the SPG submersible pressure gauge, which tells you how much air is inside the tank. So first of all, I have to unscrew the top of the reg and take out the dust cap, this thing. This is very important. Protects the first stage from getting any water inside the regulator. Okay? So after diving, you need to always remember to put this back in and screw it on tightly. If you forget and you rinse your regulator without putting on the dust cap, you flood the reg and you get charged 150 ringgit. So remember the dust cap. Another thing, I'll keep reminding you of. Yeah? So put it on before you put it in the
At least it's
pocket.
fit now better. Yesterday it was too
Alright. When we attach it to the tank, we want to make sure the regulators are going to be on our right and our low pressure inflator hose will be on the left. And this hole basically slots inside the O-ring. Like that. Yeah, come closer. Turn it all the way to the end, then just half turn back so it doesn't get stuck. Check how much air is in your tank. I have 220 bar. You want to start with about 200. If you ever get less than 180, let me know. Okay? And then when we reach 50, that's when we say we're low on air and we get ready to do the dive. Okay? Also just have a listen. If you can hear any hissing, let me know because maybe you have a leak on your equipment. Now we're going to check the primary reg works.
video.
Press the purge first. Blow away any creepy crawlies maybe that slept in there overnight. Smell the air. Should maybe smell a bit rubbery, but you don't want it to smell like diesel, cigarettes, etc. Then breathe from it. Breathes okay. And you want to check that the needle on this gauge isn't wobbling up and down as you do. If it does, you know you have a problem with your regulator or you forgot to turn your tank on fully. Same thing with the alternate. On the alternate, you just want to make a loop like this and put it in this top pocket. So that it's out of the way, but if you need it, you can pull it out easily. BCD, red button to inflate. Check the button isn't getting stuck. And then it's fully inflated. Okay. This is the dump valve, the release valve. So when it's full, air will vent out of here. Okay. Top button, deflate. Okay. You also can orally inflate the BCD if you were to run out of air. So you need to press down this button, blow inside here. Yeah. And then lastly, you have dump valves. One here, one at the back. They're just emergency quick air releases. Okay. And then lastly, we want to check the gauge is working properly. So to do that, I need to turn off the air. Now, even though the tank is full, the gauge still, even though the air is off, the gauge still reads full. Okay? That's because there's pressure inside the hoses. So we need to release the pressure by pushing the purge button and check that the needle goes all the way back down to 0. If it gets stuck, you know you don't want to dive with it because it can give you a false reading on the water. Also, we always turn off the air and purge the regulators when we leave our equipment in the sun, because otherwise the air will expand and burst. And we're going to check the air, so double check the tank to turn off properly.
I'm just checking.
Don't turn your body down. And also for air, breathe through the regulator. Good. Open it.
Yeah, I think so. They're easy putting them on.
Oh yeah, don't put them on yet. No. Put them on the edge, walk in and then
Can I walk in like this, nevertheless?
no, because it's too shallow. You're going to have a serious injury if you do that.
Okay.
You get to do this every day. watch out, obviously there's people that end of the pool, so try not to swim over there and keep your head above them. And then you can just put the things on in the water.
Even safer than outside than balancing with the whole equipment outside, right? About our glasses.
So we have a little bit of soap here. If you want, you can just put this inside and clean it, stop it going foggy. Well, nice. So go and get it in your eyes. That's the same thing. So just encourage it and then too tight because when you descend, the pressure will stick the mask to your face in. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Alright, take the regulator. Just put the air out, put it in your mouth, pop your face in the water, practice breathing from it.
Still